Yes, so let's go straight away to the first company I'll be talking about. I told you guys we're going to see companies that will help you to come to Canada, yes, with caregiving job. Now, the first company, as you can see on my screen already, is facepersonnel.com. Face Personnel is the name of this company. And what are the services that they render? We're going to see straight away the services that they render to an employer. They can render child care services, elder care services to a worker, you that is going to look for work. They can help you to get caregivers, okay, in Canada and caregivers outside of Canada. They have other services they render, but this is the one that concerns us in this video is caregivers outside of Canada. Now, if you're already in Canada, you can also benefit from this video, right? By clicking on caregivers in Canada. But we want to talk more about those who are outside of Canada and they are looking for an opportunity to get here, all right, with getting a job. Because once you get a job, it is easier to get your work permits. Now, so caregivers, we're going to click caregivers outside of Canada and see what happens. Okay, so let's see the service here. They have in detail what they do. And what are they saying? They say Face Personnel puts everything in place to make your move to Canada a pleasant experience. Wow. We provide you with the information that you require and guide you through the process. They will give you the information and guide you. Guys, is this not amazing? Is this not a huge opportunity? So you don't need to wait until your brother or your sister or your friend who went before you to guide you. This company is ready to guide you. Our goal is to match your skills and abilities with the requirements and needs of a family to ensure that a positive relationship develops between you and the employer. When you choose to apply through Face Personnel as a live-in or live-out caregiver. Now, what is a live-in caregiver? A living caregiver is someone who is going to render care to people in the house, like children, the elderly, and they are going to live in the house with them. That means if you are coming from outside Canada, you don't need to bother about accommodation with this live-in caregiver. All right. I think that is a very good one, at least for you to come in, have a place, a roof over your head after a period of time, right? Or live out caregiver. You can be a live out caregiver if you have someone living in the city. Maybe you have a family member who is already in Canada. This could also be an opportunity, okay, for the person for you to come. You can stay with them, or you can stay with a friend. You're guaranteed that we will be working on your behalf. Wow, they say you will be working on your behalf in accordance with Canadian law. We do not charge recruitment fees to caregivers. Guys, take note of this one. We do not charge recruitment fees. So don't be deceived by anybody that will tell you, oh, you're going to pay agency fee. This means that all you need to do here is for you to click, open computer, you click until you send the documents that they want you to send. And if you're okay, they can call or schedule interview with you. They usually interview people by Zoom or something. And if you're okay, guys, you're on your way. They will help you to process the documents. And the most interesting is that if you don't have anybody or you don't have money to start paying accommodation, you can opt for live-in caregiver. You stay with the family. And like I said before, don't be afraid. Every work in Canada has dignity. Every employment has dignity. There's dignity in every labor you do here. Okay, it's not like some other place where people who work as caregivers or housekeepers are treated as trash and all that. No. Okay, so now how do you apply? You say applying for job within Canada. That's if you're within the Canada. If you're within Canada, give our key assessments. So now a member of our team will contact you. So if you're within Canada, if you're not within Canada, Once you apply, you give our team some time to assess your work, your history, background, skills, and qualifications. We'll contact you, okay, for more info and may do a brief interview, just like I mentioned earlier. All right. So this is the application form. You can click on that and then you're on your way to filling on your personal details and every other thing that they're asking for. Now, what is the benefit of being a caregiver in Canada? Being a caregiver can be very rewarding and satisfying career, knowing that you're helping a family or an elderly person perform daily functions that they cannot do alone is the ultimate sacrifice of oneself for the betterment of another. If applying from overseas, you should know that Canada is one of the only countries in the world that permits you, a temporary foreign worker, to complete your living career program and then to be allowed to apply directly for Canadian permanent residency. Wow. Wow, guys. You see, if you come in with a temporary worker's permit, after some time, I can tell you in some provinces it could be 6 months, some it could be 1 year. After this time, he said you will then be allowed to apply directly for Canadian residency work permit. And once your PR is obtained, your family, husband, dependent children now join you here in Canada. Is this not amazing? Is this not a very good opportunity? Golden opportunity, I would say. Now, what other care benefits? Say the stable career. Once you are following the rule of the game, you come, you know what your job is, and I'm telling you, usually it's not that stressful. Okay, you know what your job is, you do your job and stay away from trouble. You work in a safe environment. That's one thing I keep emphasizing. Nobody is allowed to abuse anybody here. One thing I can tell you about Canada, nobody is allowed to abuse anyone. Rewarding career, knowing you're helping other people, being financially stable. Of course, when you have a steady income, okay, you know that you're getting this amount every month. You can help your family back home. Being a positive role model for children, create new friendship. All right. Yes, so that is that on this particular company. That is that on this particular company that is called Face Personnel. You can try them out. You just click on this apply now and you start applying, right? You start applying. So let's see the testimonial. That's people who have done this with them before. Let's see what they are saying. You have this one say, we are referred to Face Personnel by a friend who had great success with them. With a second baby coming, we knew that we would need some living help. And so first personnel matched us up. They match you up with, when they have plenty people, of course, they take your picture to the family. The family will decide, oh, this person looks nice. Okay. Yes, we have been so happy. You can see people's testimonies here. We moved to Montreal from Spain with two very small children, 4 and 6 years old, years of age, without any help and having to work full time right away. We were desperate for help, but did not know where to run to, where to turn. A good friend referred me to Stout and his nanny placement service. Thank goodness for Stout's company as they found us a wonderful caregiver for our two kids. And now she's practically part of the family. If you're nice, people will be nice to you. That one thing I keep saying, people are nice here. And not to talk of when you are nice. When you take your job seriously, what is your job? Take care of the children, help them prepare their meal, which is usually not that heavy, clean up, and things are easy here. Guys, I think this is a very wonderful opportunity. I'm going to go straight to the second, yes, to the second company, all right? Yeah, my people. So the next company we'll be looking at is the company you can see on your screen, Dorvit, Dorvit Home and Healthcare Services. Okay, this is the company. Let's look at their services. They have staffing, Staffing services, live-in caregiver. This is the one that concerns us. They also conduct training. So they can also train you. They are also into international student recruitment. Okay, that's helping you to process your admission and all that. But that what concerns us here now is the live-in caregiver services. Let's look at the course, the details. Okay, by clicking, we see here need a live-in or live-out caregiver. Hmm? We hire locally and internationally. What does that mean? Personnel workers in Canada, pers- personal support workers in Canada. There is a shortage of Canadian citizens and permanent residents to fill the position of nannies and live-in caregivers. The Canadian government has come up with a plan to accommodate this shortage by allowing employers to hire caregivers internationally. This is not me saying it. This is coming live from this website. Okay. Yes, so it's not me, and this website is regulated by Canadian law. Okay, so let's go on and see. We at Dovit would like to help you to get all the information you may need, and when the time comes, help you to get the process started. Wow. David has been in the staffing business for over 20 years and are leveraging our experience in recruitment to locate and hire qualified live-in caregivers of Canadian employers. There are many factors that go into hiring in an international live-in caregiver. The caregiver is required to have successfully completed the equivalent of a Canadian high school education and at least 6 months of full-time training. Wow. Don't forget, Canadian high school education is secondary school in Nigeria. Secondary school, just your WAEC that you have completed secondary school, and then you have training. Don't forget that they have upper here, they have courses. That means they do some short trainings. You can also do something like that. The other company also say that they do training. So you can just start by having training with them, okay? So you read down here, you see employers must ensure that live-in caregiver being hired speak, read, and understand at least one of the Canadians' official languages, English or French. So you see, all right. Live-in caregivers must have a level of fluency that enable them to communicate. Of course, this is just you being able to communicate in the language, all right? Individuals hiring a foreign living caregiver are considered employers must also obtain a business number BN. So you can see that from Canada Revenue Agency. This is very, very legit. At least the government is part of it. You're not going to be scared. Here, everybody's protected. Everybody's right as a human being, as a labor is as a laborer is protected. All right, so you go down. This video is getting longer than I intended. You can just go read through. Yeah. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. Let me just read other things as an employer will be responsible for. So the person employing you want to that is in need of a caregiver will be responsible for transportation from the airport to this place. You're not the one. Proof of individual requiring care. Transportation from the caregiver's country of current residence to the work location in Canada. Excuse me? Did I hear this right? You said the person that wants you to work for him or her will be the one responsible for your transportation from your country. See, transportation from the caregiver's current residence in Canada. Residence in Canada to the work location. You see, the one, yes, this one's transportation from the caregiver's country of current residence. So if you are, if you have been interviewed and the person that wants you to work for him or her, that's the family, it's okay with you after the interview, they will be the one that will pay your travel expenses. Guys, is this not huge? Listen, let's go on. One way fare from their home country into Canada and employment contract, they are going to be the one to pay your fare. That is it again, being reiterated here. First 3 months of private health coverage, to be responsible for your health. after which they are covered by OHIP, that's the health insurance. Submitted notice of assessment. You must provide birth certificate, proof of disability, proof of guardianship, and proof of the dependent in need of care, child or elderly. So you have to show proof that these are the people, so that they will assess and know the condition of the person that you are going to work with. This one is not like they will deceive you, and when you get there, you're seeing something else. Okay, my dear people, this is huge. So you can go on and on and on and read. And again, how do you start? Eh? How do you start? You start by doing what? You just click and apply and apply. You click and apply, and then you get started. This is a very good. When I saw this, I said, wow, I'm going to bring it your way, because I promised you that on this channel I'll always give you information that will benefit you. So what are you waiting for? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, click on that subscribe button just right now, and then you can also turn on the notification bell and like this video, please. If you know that this video, you have gained information from this video, like this video and also share it. You never can tell who the video will help. I keep saying it. You never can tell. All right. So thank you guys so much for being with me, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye bye.